You're getting less energy in than you're using, right? Which, if that continues, you'll die. So losing weight is not a comfortable thing to do. Hi, I'm Jeff, and I lost 30 kilos 20 years ago. And in 10 seconds, I'm going to give you some hypnotic ideas to help you do the same, to lose weight and keep it off for good. Consciously, you already know what not to eat and to move more. The problem is that subconsciously you resist doing it. When you take care of the inner game, the outer game takes care of itself.
Why does losing weight feel so uncomfortable for some people, even when they want it?
They talk about weight loss being sustainable, right? And it's not actually, you don't actually sustain weight loss. Like, you don't keep losing weight. Actually, it is only ever supposed to be a short-term thing, so you lose it enough to get to a healthy weight range, and then you maintain that. So, like, maintenance needs to be sustainable, but weight loss, that phase, weight loss, isn't something that is supposed to be sustained, So there is a period of discomfort that you cannot get around. Like, it is uncomfortable. Maintenance is comfortable, or can be very comfortable, right? Maintenance, but loss is not, and never will be, for anyone. No one's like eating less than their body, wants, than their sort of energy needs are for the day. And it's just, this is wonderful. I feel fantastic. If your metabolism is you're not getting the amount of energy it wants, then you'll have low energy, because then it starts trying to adjust to it and whatever. So, but again, it's short term, and it's always meant to be short term.
Do you think people misperceive it as it shouldn't be this hard?
Well, yeah. Well, the other thing is too, you get caught up in the emotional state that you're in right now. When you're in a particular emotional state, it feels like, oh, it's always going to be this way, because you can't imagine feeling any different, because that's how you feel right now. You really have to project yourself into an imagined future where you do feel different. If you're kind of caught up in how you feel right now, and you just go, well, if I'm going to feel like this all the time, then it's not worth it. But the truth, you never feel the same way all the time, right, how I feel right now isn't how I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel exactly like this in 6 months. Like, things will be different depending on what I've done. I'll feel better or worse. But you don't maintain the exact same emotional state forever. So that's kind of a delusion of the moment. Is taking the emotions of this moment and projecting them out to the whole experience, and to the maintenance of that, which is not the case. You're catastrophizing the whole experience based on how you feel now.
So it's hard now, and this is going to be too hard to keep up forever. Is a limited belief? Is that right?
Yeah, that makes me think of a cognitive bias that's called emotional estimation. How will I feel when I do that? And then deciding what how you're going to act based on how you think that you will feel. Oh, that's going to be hard. Oh, I'm not going to like that. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like, always projecting an emotion onto it. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of the time, everyone's had the experience where you thought that something was going to be terrible and it didn't end up being that bad, or you thought something was going to be great and it wasn't that great. So you expected to have negative emotions and you had positive emotions. You expected to have positive emotions, you had negative ones. So we are very arrogant about our own predictions, our predictions about how we're going to feel. And I'm definitely going to feel that. Oh, definitely not going to want to do that. That's definitely going to be horrible. That's definitely going to be good. But the truth is, most of the time we're wrong about, at least in degrees. Maybe it was good, but not that good. Maybe it was bad, but not that bad. Like, you almost never feel exactly how you thought you would about anything.
It's almost like a limited feeling. Like, this is going to be too hard. It's not going to be too hard.
Well, yeah, I think what you're touching on is that the operating like that, just deciding what you will and won't do based on how you think that you will feel, does end up limiting you It does end up limiting your life, limiting your choices, limiting limiting the things you say yes to, the things you commit to, the amount of energy you put into something. Like because you're just constantly dismissing everything because of how you think that you'll feel, or embracing things that you probably shouldn't because it's not really that good. Yeah. So, making choices based on your emotional estimation is a losing strategy. It's not. It doesn't lead to a lot of success. Making your choices based on how you think that you will feel. So, if you enjoyed that, like, subscribe, and if you're having any trouble with, what was it?
Self-talk and the labels you put on yourself.
Is that something a different video? Is it?
Yeah, the one we did last week.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed that, like, subscribe, and if you're having trouble with self-talk and the labels that you put on yourself, click right here.